Tyree Wilson, guy we just talked about, will be the first defensive player drafted. Is that true or false?
That is false. He is not going to go the way of Trayvon Walker last year and pass Aiden Hutchinson. I do believe Jalen Carter and Will Anderson have a little bit more cachet than him. And if they listen to Dr. David Chow, Tyree Wilson's dropping like a bad stock right now, Braylon.
Braylon Edwards, Tyree Wilson will be the first defensive player drafted. True or false?
False. I don't think there's any way that you can look at, if you're really, and I said I had some questions about Will Anderson Jr., but there's no way you can look at the film of him last year and even the film he had this year, and then Jalen Carter's film and know what he brings and draft either one of those guys, and not draft either one of those guys before you draft Tyree Wilson. So no, Tyree Wilson will not go before those guys.
How about you answer it too?
Okay, I would have said true before I saw Dr. David Chow's video.
Really?
And the reason I would have said true is because I think this time of year, these guys talk themselves in and out of stuff like you wouldn't believe.
Yeah.
It is the over-analyzation of the real the re-evaluation of these players. Talked in, talked out. Everybody in the room's got an opinion on this guy, that guy. So yeah, I would have said true, and now I think false, but I could change my mind.
Even with, can I answer? Can I
Yeah.
dig on that? Even with Tyree Wilson, let's say that this wasn't true. Let's say that he's completely healthy and this is a little bit of mishigash, if you will. The reason why I say it's still not similar to Trayvon Walker last year is Trayvon Walker came out of nowhere last year. But Aiden Hutchinson came out of nowhere last year as well. And you look at Kayvon Thibodeau. Kayvon Thibodeau also kind of didn't really play the year before that. And then that year alone, he didn't play a lot. He didn't play against Ohio State. He only played against 7 games that year. So I think that one was more so, I see a guy that's played all 12 games. I see a guy, I know a guy take a chance. But you're looking at this guy. I mean, this year, you're talking about Tyree Wilson. He's the guy that's the reach. Meanwhile, you watched Will Anderson 2 years ago and what he did. You watched him even last year. And then the same for Jalen Carter. You watched him 2 years ago, national championship game. And then what he do this year? Another national championship game. This one's just a little bit different than that one last year because you're talking about 2 guys that have been back-to-back All-American consensus.